Welcome to day 2 of the 6 Days of Valentine ideas. And I'm sending everybody some hearts, of course. But I hope that this inspires you also to maybe make some Valentines for somebody that necessarily wouldn't give one. Like the mailman or your neighbor that lives by themselves or your grandma or your mom or the kids, of course, grandkids, children, whatever. But anyways, today, you guys, I like going rogue with different colors. And I can tell you that you might be surprised at my color selections today. But I hope that you guys don't give up on me. I like red. However, why not customize the gift that you're giving to the person that you're giving it to? And my husband is an amazing exception to this rule, but some guys don't like pink, and some guys don't like ribbon, and maybe that sweetie is somebody that you have in your life. I can pretty much do anything and give it to my husband, which I am very grateful. And he knows that when I make him something, that it is made with so much love that it doesn't matter if it has rhinestones or sequins or loads of ribbon, or if it has purple or pink or whatever colors. But I know that not everybody is like that. Let's take a look at what I have today. Can you guys see? There's some things going on in the studio around here. Anyways, you guys, I chose, this is the host paper. It's called Flowers and More. Okay, it's in the mini catalog. And it has Blackberry Bliss, Crushed Curry, Fresh Freesia, Orchid Oasis, Pale Papaya, Parakeet Party, Polished Pink, Shaded Spruce, Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, and Tahitian Tide. You guys, it has a lot of gorgeousness, but this is like bright, happy paper. I mean, like, wow, we use this. Ooh, that would have been a good one. That would have been a good one, too. This flower one. If you're making it for a girlfriend, that would be super cute. Now, you guys, if you remember when I did this double fun fold card, I used this paper. But today I'm going to use it because we're making a treat/gift bag. So I have this polka dot piece. And to me, these darker pieces are early espresso. My guess is they're probably Blackberry Bliss. But we're going rogue today. But here's the other thing I like to do. I like this paper. Let's get it a little bit further away so you guys can see a little bit better. And I like to try different papers with it. This one's Mary Merlot, and I'm not super duper excited about that. This one is Fresh Freesia, which that would have been a good one, I think. Not very Valentine's-y, but it would have been a good one. This would be a good color for a gift bag for a friend. Here's the Sweet Sorbet, which the polka dots in here are Sweet Sorbet, and I like this, but I wanted to go non-traditional, like I told you. So I picked early espresso, you guys. So this is the DSP that we're going to be using, and we need to cut that. I didn't cut it yet. So we're going to decorate our little bag with this DSP. Then We have 2 early espresso pieces, actually technically 3, but 2 different measurements for our early espresso. And so we're going to bring in our trimmer and we're going to cut this at 5.5. Oh, I didn't put the scores up there. Darn it. This is our 5.5 by 8.5 piece. And let me see. I know I can add it. I want to talk a minute about some sizing things. So I'm going to move this stuff around. And while I'm putting in the scores for you guys, because I can update that, let's do that. I wanted to make a sample, and I wanted to show you guys, this is, let's take that down. This is a 1/2 inch piece right here, but this one is a 3/4 inch piece. Remember on that last screen that I had popped up, it says a 3/4 or 1/2 inch by 8.5 that you'll need to. I wasn't sure what I liked. I like this thicker. This is a little more manly man size handle, where this one is a little bit more delicate. So this would be like if I were giving this to a girlfriend, I would do the 1/2 inch. So I wanted to make sure to post that, but I also wanted to show you the difference here so that you can make an informed decision, because, you know, informed decisions are good. All right, I'm putting the scores in, you guys. Scores, let's say short. Wait a minute, hang on. I know, I'm trying to multitask, you guys, and I'm trying to do 2 things at once here. So, we're doing short, and you're going to do, that's not what I wanted. I want 1 both sides, and long is, let's see, my long one. You guys, I'm really sorry. And I can't edit this out. 3.5, and I want to say it was 5 and 5. Yeah. Okay. 3.5 and 5. There we go. Okay. So now that you have that. All right. So there's our early espresso. That's what we're going to use as our base here. That's this piece. Okay. And then we want, I'm going to do the 3/4 inch because that's what I liked. So I'm going to do 2 3/4 inch pieces of my early espresso. And then we're going to take this piece, our early espresso piece, and here's our scores, you guys. So we want short at the top. And our scores are going to be 1 inch on both sides. Don't use your dark blade. Make sure that you're using the light one. So I'm going to do 1 inch, pulling it this way. And then I'm going to go and use my other measurement over on this side and do 1 inch. 1 inch and 1 inch. Okay, and now we're going to flip it to the long side, and we're going to do score again, 3.5, and move it over to the 5 inch. And those are our scores. And you can see them. Yay! Okay. And you guys, I know it's easier if I put those scores in there so that you guys can take screenshots. Then, we talked about the DSP already. I want a 1/2 inch piece. And I want a 1 inch piece. And I'm going to leave mine long. I'm going to leave mine at the 12 inches, but you can take your 1 inch off if you so choose. I'm going to use that for my lineup. All right, so we've got these 2 pieces, and this piece, and then we have our handles. Those are all of our parts. All right, so now we're going to take this and our scissors, and with the long at the top and the bottom, we're going to cut that 3.5 and 5-inch score mark just to that score. So it's going to look like once you fold that piece, you should be able to do that. And we want to do that on both sides. Snowing here, you guys, and I am loving every minute of it. All right, so now we're going to fold on our scores. I know we could fold, saves me some grief if we were to fold before I do the cuts, but I get so excited, you guys. All right. We want our flaps in because I want to be able to use for stability. So what we're going to do for this first part is we're going to put some glue just on there. And then we're going to fold this down and hold that on there, just like this. I forgot something, you guys. That's okay. We'll be all right. It'll still work. So before I continue, I suggest doing the handles first. Just makes it easier to do the gluing like I did on this one. I know, I heard you guys yelling at me. It's all good. So I'm going to take my strips, and all I'm doing is, you could use your fingers, you could use, I don't want to curl it, I just want to loosen so that it kind of goes like that. So don't go crazy with the bone folder because you could make it so that it curls up like this. You don't want that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of glue on here, and I'm putting it all the way to the end, to the score end. And I have remember Paula was talking about the Crafty clothespins, right? Here's my Crafty clothespins. I thought I'd show those today because, you know, I use both clothespins and... Now I'm looking underneath because this is why you want to do it before you glue it so that you can compare. If you're super duper picky, you could mark it. I'll make sure that I can get my handle was too close, you guys. There we go. So you want the handle because you want this to eventually close over. So you want your handle there. And then I'm going to put my clothespin there. And then I'm going to work on this side, which will be much easier for you guys to see. Little bit of glue. I'm going to hold that on for a second. I'm going to bring in my Crafty clothespin like that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there like that. And then the one thing, you guys, the 3/4 inch is a little bit more difficult to manipulate, which is probably, you know, if you struggle with moving things, getting things to go the way you want, a 1/2 inch piece would probably be better for you. Coffee cheers, everybody. So there's that. Now we're going to go back to where we were. I get so excited when things start coming together, you guys. Okay, so we've got our glue. And we're going to hold that on. And we're going to chat for a second so that it sticks. But here's what we're going to do. Yeah. Come on. here's what we're going to do next. Now, again, if you wanted, I want to make sure my handle stays on. So if you have more clips, I think, however, this one doesn't want to cooperate. So I'm going to use my reverse tweezers. But for this next section here, we're going to put glue here. And we're going to put glue up the side here very carefully. Very carefully. So that we can... Oh, that's not going to cooperate. So that we can make sure that our bottom is flat and that our edges hang over and that our glue comes together just like that. Now you could use your bone folder. I think we can take those off. Use your bone folder to make sure that this part down here is compressed together, because you know it's kind of congested in there, right? With all those little pieces holding on. So we're going to use our bone folder. And we're going to take those off. And this one. And we're going to do the second side the same way, which is going to be perfect with that bone folder, you guys, because we're going to fight with those handles. But I like putting the handles on first. But if you want to do the handles last, then have at it. I like to tuck the handles in the inside, which is one of the reasons why I liked it that way. So we're going to put that down. We're going to take our bone folder. And I'm just lightly rubbing so that the glue soaks into all the paper. And isn't it cute? There's our little bag. You guys, that holds lots of candy. That'll hold a lot of goodies. Now comes, I want to talk a minute about making sure that that glue holds in. I think we're good. Now, I think when we fold things over this way, that this is going to be our front. Everybody does it different, you guys. And it's all good. So what we're going to do is have my front here, put a little bit of glue, and this is going to wrap all the way around. And we're not going to score it. We're just going to go with it just like this. We're going to put our glue on this part. And it's going to help our bag stay together too, which is a bonus. That way. And then we'll do this side. Same. We'll rub that in like that. Rub. You guys, this could be a good commercial message for tear and tape. But you guys, I want to make sure that it's straight. So I guess I like the wiggle ability because I'm going to overlap these. And I like to be able to adjust them so that they line up properly. And that could be just me. I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to do this end so that I don't over glue. And we're going to fold this over the corner. And there's our cute little bottom. I love it. So cute. Now we're going to do the same thing with our 1-inch strip at the top. You guys, this is a little party bag. How cute. All right, so we're going to start in the middle-ish. And I'm leaving, I left a little bit here. I want to leave about the same at the top. So go there. Rub that on. We're going to curl this over. And we're going to do this bag just like this. Now, what else could you put in here? I want you guys to tell me what else could you put in here. I'm going to give you measurements on the bag in just a second. The bag itself. I'm going to fold that over. Let that sit for a second, and we are going to decorate it, so don't worry. Fold that over. Oh my gosh, you guys, so cute. Are you looking for a customizable little bag? Right? This is perfect. There's that. We're going to put glue on here, just like we did the other side, and I'm going to do, or the lower part, and I'm putting glue up there. And we're going to fold it over so that we can line it up. Maybe. Mostly. Mostly. You got that little hangover. But that's okay. All right. So how cute is this bag, you guys? Isn't that cute? There's the front. Cute, right? Little pops of bright. All right, so here's the measurement. The measurement is 3.5 inches wide. And it's almost 3.5 inches tall. And then 1.5 inches wide. You guys, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you could put in here. The other thing that you could do, oh, and I didn't think about it, you guys, you could do regular handles like what we did, or you could use the frame florets and make oval handles that just stand up. That would be a way to use that. But we still have to decorate. I did bring some stuff so that we could decorate, although I did forget the stamp set, I think. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. So I want to do a little tag. And I need some ribbon. I did forget ribbon. Ribbon. What ribbon? I think that we're going to go with the early espresso ribbon. Yeah. Early espresso ribbon. Use the early espresso ribbon. I want to show you how to lengthen this tag. You guys don't want to look up my nose. How to lengthen this tag. Because I think that this tag is, I know it's big enough for this, but it's not big enough if I want to put in these hearts. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's see. I have a bunch of scraps here. You would think I would have the right scrap size. So here's how, oh, come on. Oh, that'll be good. No, yeah, that'll be good. So here's how I lengthen this. Apparently, I'm not very well prepared today, you guys. Sorry about that. We're going to do, I would say, a little less than 1 5/8 inches. Okay? That's the width that we want. 1 5/8 inches. Just a smaller than that, and we're going to cut. And then what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to tuck this in. If I would have done that straight. Yeah. 1 5/8 would help. Don't you love? That's how off I was, you guys, because it wasn't up at the top. But I love that our trimmer cuts that. Okay, so now we're going to finagle this in here. And I'm going to put it down at the very end. And I'm going to punch. Make sure that it's pretty close to center. And look at how long that tag is that we get. And I want the tag that long because I want to be able to take my early espresso extra paper and cut this lacy heart there. And then I want to take the other heart and cut that out of Sweet Sorbet, and we're going to stamp this. We're going to put this on here, kind of like that, and we're going to stamp on here, and then that's going to go on that. I have Early Espresso ink, and I have the Thanks a Bunch stamp set because I want to do the Love You a Bunch as our sentiment. Love you a bunch. And that's why we want to do this kind of on an angle so that there's plenty of room. And you could, if you wanted to, you could double these up like this. But I want to make sure that my a bunch gets up close enough so it doesn't look like it's hanging there in the wrong spot. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So we're going to stamp the Love You. Let that marinate a minute. And I'm going to stamp a bunch. And it's thicker, which I love. And it's not straight, but that's okay. See how it's up there squishy though? I like that versus, and I'm going to show you the other option. If we set the stamp up, it doesn't get as close. Oh, you guys, I'm making a mess. Okay, let's redo this. So I'm going to end up making another one anyways. So if we do one stamp, you guys will be able to see it enough, trust me. See how there's that different spacing there? I don't like how far apart that is. I want it closer, but straight, obviously. So we're going to cut another one. It's only paper, you guys. Don't panic. So, I'm going to take my a bunch off and flip it back over. So we're going to try this one more time. I'm going to do it on a slight angle. It doesn't have to be perfect, I know. But, There we go. I think that's better. There we go. That's better. Love you a bunch. And then those are done. dimensional this onto here like this. You guys, I have no idea where my linen thread is. I took it to Fond du Lac with me and I can't find it. I know I didn't use it all, but I did find my Give It a Whirl dies though, the other half of those, which I'm super excited about. Oh. So then we'll put this on here at a slight angle so that when it sits on here, because we're going to tie it up tight, I think. And here's the other thing. When you do your tag this way, you guys, if you want to put yours, you can shorten this tag now. It'll still be longer than when we punched it, because check this out. I want the tag to be about here. See how much longer we made the punch? I think that'll be perfect, our little tag, I mean. So I'm going to take probably, I'm thinking 1/2 inch, yep. About 1/2 inch. And then I need my 1/8 inch circle punch. And we're going to put that, although I think that maybe this one would probably work, this ribbon might work better with that other punch. Hang on, you guys. I think this one will work better with the slit. So we're gonna pop that in here, make sure it's kind of in the middle, and punch out that slit instead of a circle so that you guys can see. I think the ribbon will work better that way. Won't be as hard to get it through like that. And then I think that should be enough ribbon. We'll do that. We'll tie this up here. We're going to tie our ribbon on here. And then I forgot to grab the candy when I got the ribbon. And tie our bow on here. You guys, I think that this would be a fun opportunity. Oh, I think I have some. Fun opportunity to add some of that sweet sorbet. Or some red ruffle. I do have a sprig of that. I don't have any of the sweet sorbet though, do I? Oh, I do. Let's see what looks better. I have a little bit of red ruffle. I actually don't hate the red ruffle. I'd rather use this little bits and pieces. This is from my bits and pieces container, you guys. So we're going to add that in as a little extra piece. And I'm just doing it behind the bow. It'll crunch together. I'm not worried about it. There we go. And we'll trim up our little bit of extra ribbon here. I love this early espresso ribbon, you guys. It's so rich and pretty. And then we're going to add in our little tag on here. And you guys, I'm waiting on the UPS man, and I'm hoping that even in the snow that he's going to make it. And there's our little tag. I don't mind the red. If you guys don't like the red, then use the sweet sorbet. I think that's a little bit too pink for our alternative color. That's why I went with the red. But There we go. And then how much candy can we fit in there, you guys? Lots. Here is what, six pieces of the Dove chocolate, you guys. And it barely makes a dent in the bottom. That's a lot of chocolate room. So I hope that this has helped you come up with some fun little treat or gift bags or whatever. But you guys, I want to know in the comments section, what besides candy could you put inside this little gift bag? Remember, I gave you the measurements. 3.5 by 3.5 by, I think it was 1.5. So there's a lot of room in there. So what would you put inside this gift bag or treat bag? Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I hope that you have an amazing day getting crafty. And don't forget, hit the like button, you guys. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, because I've got 4 more days of crafty Valentine ideas for you guys. And I do foresee going rogue again, you guys. Don't fret, though. It'll be fun, I promise. And you never know what we're going to come up with. I hope you have a great day getting crafty, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe.